Our first piece this evening was written by James Barnes, James Barnes, not James Bond. James Barnes, who is actually the composer in residence over at KU right now. It is a piece titled Trail of Tears. Now tonight you're going to hear a lot of light and fluffy tunes, and this is not one of them. So this is with the Freshman Concert Band. We actually took them to KU for their festival that has been going on for the last just couple of years. And this is one of the pieces that we put a lot of time into for that. And then three rehearsals later, we have this. So we got a fun tune for the second part, but we're going to start with one of our beefier tunes called Trail of Tears. It is about the Trail of Tears, and so we're cross-curricular here. It's when the Indians were forced to move to reservations, and there's lots of neat little Native American things that are going on here. And it's just a fun piece that we put a lot of work into. So I hope you enjoy it.
I have my own personal story for it though. This is a concert band arrangement of the Final Countdown. So the story I shared with the freshman band this morning is that this song came out when I was a freshman. And so whatever that was, 28 years ago or something like that. 20 years ago, one hit wonder. And I think probably students don't because we play pep band, but by the 80s hair band Europe. I'm probably one of the few people, I actually, and there's no way for me to bring up the lights, but are there any of the parents, and some of the students know because I've played the other songs, are there any of the parents, because now I've reached a point where most of the parents are the same age as me, who know at least one other song by the band Europe? Any hands? Carrie, yes, they're the power ballad, Carrie, that's about probably the, how about any others? I'm also filling time while our bass player gets set. Okay, so I actually own the album and still have it on CD. So more importantly, when they came to Kansas City that summer, I was in the third row. So, but just for those of you who need a reminder, what was big in the 80s, one of their other pieces was called Ninja. And then, these ninjas were really big in the 80s. And then the other one, ironically, since we just played Trail of Tears, was called Cherokee, and it was about the Trail of Tears. So I didn't actually share that with freshman band this morning. So we've come full circle. We're doing a group that did a rock song, an 80s rock song that was about the Trail of Tears. Then now we're going to be playing the Final Countdown. I think our bass soloist, our bass player is set, so we will begin. By the way, I should say this is an arrangement of an 80s hair band song that has an oboe solo in it. So.